means, and there are lots and lots and lots of them. I'm talking about things like controlling textures, making them visible or not visible, making doors open and close, windows shut, things like that. I've helped a lot of you in this room already with things, and I'm of course willing to do whatever I can to help you out. We have a lot of scripts that are already out and available in several different places. You can look at my picks in my profile and find them. There are about 5 or 6 different locations where you can get them. I have a lot of scripts inside my inventory that are just waiting to be double checked to make sure they work right, and then I'll be putting them out at my store. So lots more coming. The big thing is that I'm going to get information together to start providing scripting classes for you guys, and I'm trying to decide where to start with that. I suppose the best thing is just a very basic one at first, and then we'll move on to something else. But that's coming, and I'll probably be sending an announcement out within the next week or so. The job that I have here is to provide the most that I can for the most people. And that's why we kind of restrict what I do to more or less common script problems. I cannot devote a lot of time to develop an entire system for someone because that's just not fair to everybody else. So for things that are really complicated, like my horses are in Horse World, I just can't do that for you guys. What you have to do there is hire a scripter to do that kind of work because it involves months, and I simply can't do it. But for the average stuff that everybody needs, everybody wants, everybody goes to try to find, I'm the guy to do that, and we're going to have a lot more waiting for you very, very soon. Also, I'm going to teach you guys to do a lot of this on your own because that's where the inventiveness comes out and the creativity, and it's a lot of fun. Please pay attention to the new group. It's called the Scripting Exchange. You can see it in my profile. It's free to join. A lot of people already in it. I invited 3 people. They invited all their friends. Now there's about 20 in it. You join it too, and we'll get people talking to each other and sharing ideas and sharing scripts. People have donated scripts for me to put out so that I don't have to write them, and I really appreciate that. If you guys have any you'd like to donate, make them free so that we can put out, just send them along to me, and I'll package them up and have them at the store. I would guess we've probably got 40 or 50 scripts available right now at the various stores. That will easily double within the next month or so. So unless anybody has any questions, I'm done.
Okay. Thanks, Lion. Next person will be Allison Palino.
Okay, you'll have to forgive me here for a minute because my note cards are not quite loading correctly, and I can't seem to move, so I'll just talk from here. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you guys hear Allie?
Yeah, I can hear.
There seems to be some
it
lag.
just kind of hung up a little bit. Yeah, I had that same problem with my note cards.
Okay. I'm hoping everybody can hear. If you can, hi, I'm Allison Plano. I'm currently the marketing director for IO. One of my main interests is marketing Island Oasis outside of the grid. I do network, and we have a group here who we also network and liaison with the residents here in World. But the main concern that I have is let's get the word out and grow Island Oasis. That being said, I definitely am always looking as a means to do that. I'm going to use Second Life kind of as an example, and many of you have had or still or even currently have an SL account. the majority of the SL residents are completely unaware that there's any other virtual world other than SL. For those of you who are aware, most are even unaware that IO is even an option. So, we've got people in SL where they kind of think SL is the only option whatsoever. We never want to talk anyone out of leaving where they are, but there's nothing wrong with enhancing their virtual world experience and expanding that and showing them there's more than one place to go visit. So, of the number of people in SL that are actually aware that there even is any other virtual world, the number drastically drops from those that even know IO exists. So what I want you to do is kind of think about all the social media platforms that you may be a part of, whether it's things like Pinterest or Twitter or Facebook or Google Plus, things like that. Now if you think about the number of people in those that you may run across in those sorts of platforms who are unaware that IO is here, that number is drastically lowered again. So that being said, I'm always looking for marketing associates, and those are people where we're not asking a lot of your in-world time or anything. If you happen to be on one of those sites already and you're willing to repost our advertisements regarding regarding Island Oasis, and that would be anywhere outside. That could be on anything that's your personal place. Maybe you have a blog or a journal or a website, a Facebook, Twitter account, variety of other social, media networking sites. The point is, the more we can get the word out that we're here, the larger our grid can grow. And that gives you more people to associate with here in world. So I see that kind of as a win-win for everyone. So if anybody is interested in adding your name to marketing associates, let me know. I'll send you a group invite. Like I said, we're always looking for people to share in that. If anyone wants to become a part of the regular marketing department staff that we do work on a weekly basis, we kind of broken our area down into 3 different departments, and that's media focus. So basically what they're kind of doing is they're actively searching and monitoring the web for anything that mentions IO, and what we're looking for is outdated or outsourced material that, for example, we found one site that said we didn't have voice. We found another one that said we didn't have mesh. Those are things that would give me the opportunity to network back with and say, actually, yes, we do. We just want to make sure that the correct information about Island Oasis is being presented. The next group we have in the marketing department is our public relations manager, customer focus. They do more of the networking between the actual residents here and IO itself. They do work in and out of Island Oasis as well. And then the last team that we have is social media external liaison. And that's maybe helping field questions from people who are outside of IO, asking questions about us, kind of getting news out, releasing IO news, updates, statements, social media postings, things of that. So if any one of those 3 fields are something that you might be interested in, let me know. Again, I'm always looking for people to assist with that. And actually, that's basically all I have so far today.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Okay, at this point in time, if anybody has any questions, please type yes in local so I can look at my local chat, and hopefully local should show up. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. And it could be for any Palino or anything that's going on here. So, Celine, go ahead. What is your question? You can also get on voice if you don't want to type. Okay, Celine. Well, I heard an interest in mess. I really don't like mess in the server system that was installed in SL. Do you think this will happen here? I heard I don't understand the question. Yeah, what is mess? I heard an inch. Oh, mesh. Well, we do have mesh. We've always had mesh here. Yeah, there's an example of mesh, which is if you look to my left, server-side baking, hold on one second. If you look to my left, just past sub, I have a pair of mesh shorts in world above or below the picture of the shorts. So if you don't see the shorts, you don't have a mesh-enabled viewer. But we have always had mesh here. So I don't believe mesh is going to take over Island Oasis. I know that's become like the big thing in SL. Oh, well, I don't know why I ended up there. I might have. I have a habit of doing that. I double click things. Sorry about that. SL has kind of, they're really focused on mesh. I see a lot of mesh things. In Island Oasis, I think we have a good variety of everything. We have prim builders, we have sculpt builders, we have mesh creators, and I think everybody here likes the variety. So I don't believe that mesh will become quite as prominent in Island Oasis as it is in SL. Mm-hmm.
I think let's try the air flight squadron. I think the issue too is because OpenSim does not have its own dedicated viewer, kind of like SL. Yes, there's third-party viewers, but Second Life or Linden Labs can sort of dictate what the requirements are for their viewers. OpenSim's a little different. And so you get a real wide variety of people who come to OpenSim grids, not just ours, but all of them. And so as a result, you get some people who have computers that can handle mesh-enabled viewers, and you have quite a few people who have computers that cannot handle mesh-enabled viewers. So for that reason, I don't think, I'll reiterate what Sugar just said, I don't believe that mesh is going to become quite as prominent because there's always going to be a large percentage of members who just simply won't be able to see mesh.
Did that answer your question, hon? Damien, can you walk up to the podium by us, please? Yeah, sorry.
One of the things about mesh is I want everyone to kind of always remember this. Your avatar is a mesh model. Everything that's mesh is a... I think there's some people that prefer the mesh for certain aspects, but for like clothing maybe, something. But mesh is a 3D model that's drawn in world, and trims are drawn, but they're drawn a little bit differently, and sculpts the same way. Sculpts are drawn in, I actually don't remember how the sculpts are drawn in. I know that the prim models are meshed. Those are actual mesh models. They're just a box, a cube, a cylinder, and I think that's it. Oh, and the torus, because it's got that hollow part. So I think for SL, I know that they were wanting to really kind of, a long time ago, I remember there was talk about joining a gaming thing called Steam. And I think that's why they implemented the mesh the way they did, was so that way it would attract those kinds of people, the people that would go into Steam looking for games, play for free, stuff like that. I think that was one of the biggest pushes, and in order to do that, they wanted to be able to make it look like more of a game. So mesh, I think, got much more popular in SL because of the direction they were trying to go. But I think mesh has been around, gosh, ever since the virtual world's been up, because our avatars are mesh.
Okay, Celine, were we able to answer your question? it says you're typing. I don't know if you're typing or not. If for some reason things are froze, just click on voice. Yeah, because we're not froze.
That went through.
I don't know if she's still typing or not.
Whoa.
Okay, well, I'm going to move on. I hope that answered your question. Tommy had another question. Go ahead, Tommy, either on voice or typing.
Yeah, is there still a server down?
Nope, all servers are up.
Okay, because Coronet is missing in action. I tried
It's
restarting it
missing
with the
in
web.
action.
Yep, I tried restarting it with the web page and it doesn't do that either.
Okay, as soon as the meeting's done, we will go take a look. But yeah, as of right now, all servers are up, so it would just be an individual region thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there any other questions? I'm trying to go
Sierra
back.
had one.
That's what I'm trying to go back here. Yes, Sierra had one. Go ahead, Sierra.
Thought you did.
Oh, okay. I noticed the friends list on the web page isn't working either. There may be some delay things like I was explaining before. There's going to be some residual effect that we still need to kind of focus on and look at. Our main objective from this last weekend was getting IO back on the network, back up and running so you guys could log in. All of the little issues after that, that's what I was saying. Some things are going to be delayed. Yeah, Damien's making a list of things to check. Okay, next question. Hey, Salima, is that how we say your name? Salima? I believe so.
Celine.
No, there's a .mah.
Yes, Salima is right. Is it true
Okay.
that the time clock is from from Monday to Sunday?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
Is it true that the clock is from Monday to Sunday when we're mentoring?
Oh, for mentors. Mentors were usually, I do it from usually Sundays when I was taking care of it. I reset the clock on Sundays. Vicki is now taking over the time clock. So, but it should be for a week straight. I don't know if she's doing it on Sundays or Mondays. You would have to ask Vicki for that one because I honestly don't know what day she's resetting the clock or the time clock. But I do know it's for a week, if that helps anything. Yeah, and the day it's reset, I'm not sure. Vicki would be the one for that one. And she's not here at the moment. Okay. Yep. I hear tick, 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 tick. I know, Celine, I know how to say your name. Sorry. I seen the me question mark. All right, are there any other questions? Trying to look back. I don't see any other questions. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns? Going once. Going twice. Okay. Thank you all again for your patience and understanding with everything that we've kind of encountered this past week. I would like to personally thank all of you for being a part of Island Oasis and making it is what it is today. And thank you for coming to the meeting. So far, it looks like the video, yes, is worked out. Most, okay, cross fingers again. Hopefully, we will have a video that we can put up. The video will be on our YouTube channel. It'll be on our homepage, and it will also be at the info portal. Excuse me. So